Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, convinced you heard something? Maybe you brush it off, thinking you were just dreaming. That's what I used to do. For weeks, my partner kept telling me I was talking in my sleep, but in a voice that wasn't mine. I laughed it off, of course. Sleep talking, sure, a different voice. That sounded like something out of a movie. I figured they were just messing with me, or maybe mishearing things in the dead of night. It started subtly. My partner would say, "You were mumbling again last night." Then it became more specific. You said a name, Elias. I don't know anyone named Elias. The unease began to creep in. It wasn't just mumbling anymore. It was clear words, sentences even. The creepiest part was the description of the voice. They described it as deeper, raspy, and with a strange, almost old-fashioned accent. It was nothing like my own voice. I started getting a little paranoid, wondering if I was losing my mind. To prove to myself that it was all just an overactive imagination, I decided to set up a voice-activated recorder by my bed. I told myself it was a silly experiment, just to put my own mind at ease. I went to bed that night feeling a little foolish, but also a tiny bit nervous. The next morning, I almost forgot about it. As I was getting ready for work, I saw the little recorder on my nightstand. My heart skipped a beat. I took a deep breath, grabbed my coffee, and sat down to listen. For the first few hours of the recording, there was nothing but the usual sounds of the night. The hum of the fridge, a distant car, my own soft breathing. I started to relax, thinking, see, nothing. I was about to turn it off when I heard it, a faint whisper. I cranked up the volume. It was a man's voice, low and gravelly. It wasn't mine. The voice said, "He'll never find it here." My blood ran cold. It sounded like it was right next to the microphone, right next to my head. I listened to the rest of the recording, my hands shaking. Throughout the night, the voice would pipe up every hour or so. It spoke in fragmented sentences. "Under the floorboards," it rasped at one point. Later, it whispered, "The key is the answer." It was utterly terrifying. This wasn't sleep talking. It felt like someone else was in the room with me, speaking through me. I spent the whole day in a daze, the chilling whispers echoing in my head. That night, I couldn't sleep. I just lay there, staring at the ceiling, too scared to even close my eyes. Was my house haunted? Was something trying to communicate with me? The line, "Under the floorboards," kept repeating in my mind. Our house is over 100 years old, with original oak floors. Driven by a mix of terror and morbid curiosity, I finally got out of bed in the middle of the night. I went to the spot in the living room where one of the boards had always been a little loose. With a crowbar and trembling hands, I pried it open. Underneath, covered in dust and cobwebs, was a small, locked metal box. My heart was pounding out of my chest. I still haven't found a key, and honestly, I'm not sure if I want to know what's inside. What would you do? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe for more strange stories.